I took 2 weeks off filming and I've missed you guys. I've missed yous. Hi! I've just finished filming I've filmed on YouTube video. Hope you've enjoyed. This video is more for the subscribers. And we're going to do a bit of update. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing regarding YouTube. I also thought we'd give a bit of an update on Jack. Let's just catch up. 2 weeks off. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm also still on my microphone. I have a question. This is obviously recorded on my microphone. It's very close. It's normally like down here. Please let me know. I'm going to turn my microphone off now, right? Let me know if you prefer it with the microphone or off the microphone for vlogs. Obviously in certain situations I have to use the mic, but let me turn it off. Let me know what you think. There we go. What do you think? Do you think it's better? I don't know. You're still on the tripod. Let's take you off. This feels too formal for a vlog. It feels too formal. Hang on. There we go. I feel like I'm chatting with you guys now. Let's go talk to Jack. Let's go update you with Jack's bit first, shall we? Because it has been coming up to 3 weeks for the wedding. 20 days. It's been 20 days. It's been married for 20 days. I hope you enjoyed that video, by the way. It wasn't my best work, but I was too busy being a bridesmaid. Hey! Hey! Oh my god, look how cute the office looks. It's so good. We let me put you down. We're having a chat. So, Jack's in his office. Do you guys know what that means? You're employed again.
Yeah, I'm back to work.
He's employed?
Yeah.
Do you want to fill them in really quickly on what happened if you're too busy working?
So one of the companies that I initially spoke to in February, this was before it all happened, eventually went through. So I went through interview stages and it went all really well, and yeah, they offered me the job,
Do you want to tell them when they offered you the job?
About 5 PM on the day of the wedding.
On the day of Gary and Deborah's wedding. Jack got his official offer through.
Yeah.
Yay!
So I started quickly.
So he got a job. And he started, this is first week?
Yeah, first week, and because I'm consulting, like...
Oh yeah, he's a consultant now,
Yeah.
That was the job that he got.
So oftentimes, like, you go on the bench without you don't have a client, but then, like, was it yesterday? So, like, day 3.
Because he got told he was being brought on and being put on the bench, and then he might be on there for a while. Like, there's somebody who was on there that you were talking to, and he's been on the bench
Since January,
so quite a few months. So we thought, oh, okay, probably be on the bench for at least like 2 weeks. And then Wednesday,
got on one.
Got on a client. So
Yeah.
He's a consultant.
Yeah. Senior consultant.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But the company seems incredible so far, don't they?
Yeah.
They're absolutely incredible.
Give me a new chair.
Yeah, he's got a new chair. He's got his work laptop. He got. Can I give the name? Can I show them the? I'll not.
Maybe not.
He got given like a little
stickers.
sticker that has the Progressive Pride flag in the background. So I'm happy. Everyone seems so good. They've got a reading initiative. Is that right? A reading initiative. So Jack's just been delivered a Kindle. The company seem incredible.
Yeah.
So we're very happy, aren't we? And you're very happy. But he is, however, very busy, and I'm gonna leave him alone.
No, sorry. Okay.
What I was gonna say is I repainted Jack's office because there was some ugly wallpaper in here, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Ugly. From before our landlords bought the house, and we just left it, and we finally were like, look, can we get rid of that? And they were like, yeah, you've been wanting, because when we came and viewed the property, when they first bought it, we were like, ew. So they were like, you've been wanting rid of it over a while, so yeah. So Jack stripped it, and then I painted it last week, and it's all done, and his office looks great. It looks really good with all the plants, and he's got all of his previous companies he's worked for on the back, and a cute little picture of us, so it looks good in here.
Yeah.
You happy, on you? Yeah.
It's nice and sunny in here, as you can probably see.
I know, yeah, it's the hottest room in the house at the minute. Right, okay, are you doing okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was that meeting okay?
Yeah, we're alright.
Yeah. This is the video where I'm telling them what's happening.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Fun. It's been so weird having him for like 2 weeks and now he's back at work, and it's not just like back at work, it's like back in a new job, so he's needed to be in there all the time. It's a bit weird, but it's absolutely fine. It's very good. We're very pleased. And I'm very pleased it came through on the wedding day because it meant he can enjoy the wedding a bit more. Thought I'd catch you up on the wedding a bit. The wedding went really well. It was a beautiful day. I'm sure you've seen my posts on Instagram and then also the video I did on here. I'm sorry that video wasn't very good. I didn't vlog as much as I thought I did the day before, but it was just a bit manic. The bit with the charging, I was really annoyed and really upset, so it just wasn't my best vlog. And that little video, the little compilation at the end was like I did a little wedding video for them because they didn't hire a videographer, so they had that, which was really nice. But I was a bit like, I know I can do better, but I was busy with bridesmaid things. I loved being a bridesmaid. It was so fun. It was really good. Everything went smoothly. I did end up, however, doing my own makeup. There was a bit of a kerfuffle in the morning with my makeup. I ended up doing my own, but I think it went okay. I think it went all right. It didn't look bad on the day. I just didn't get to do the smoky eye because I didn't bring the stuff to do the smoky eye that I practiced with you guys, but never mind, it's all good. After that, I posted in the community tab, so if you didn't see that, I apologise. I was planning on only going to take 1 week off, but then I ended up doing 2 just because of how it aligned with Jack going back to work. I didn't feel ready to come back because I hadn't decided what I was going to do, and also Jack had another week off work, so I was like, I'm just going to take another week and try and figure it out, and that extra week didn't help. I think I've only just really decided today and even then it's not decided. But we had a lovely few weeks off with Jack, being able to relax a little bit. That first week we just chilled. We played video games. I painted Jack's office. We went to the gym together. We did nothing. And then the next week we ended up going to the Lake District, which was really nice. We normally go at least once a year. We go with Han, my sibling, in September time. But we looked at the weather forecast and the weather forecast for that week was meant to be so nice, and we're like, okay, let's just go. And then we ended up taking Oakley, so it was Oakley's first staycation with us. We've never took him anywhere apart from the van, so it was interesting. The first day was hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard because Oakley is vocal. He's a good boy, but he is vocal. He cries just when he's not like getting his own way. So like when we stood still and when we were just like sitting, so because we stayed in a camping pod, when we were sitting on the camping pod and we were sat still, cried, hate it. But then it got better the next few days. But that first day I was ready to come home. I was like, I can't do this. But it got better and the weather was beautiful. We had a really nice time away, got some lovely cute like short walks in, which was nice because it was hot, so we didn't want to push Oakley, and it was a bit quieter. So I know I'm avoiding the topic but really quickly because people are interested in, oh, I'm getting a temperature warning, so I'm gonna have to delay it even more. If you guys might have noticed I'm wearing an Apple Watch. This is Jack's. I don't normally wear Apple Watches. They're not my thing. But I have started medication for my POTS. So I'm on propranolol, which is a beta blocker. I started them on Tuesday. It's Thursday today, and they're not really. I haven't noticed anything. But I have a friend at the gym who is a paramedic, and I was telling him how I'd started them, and he was like, "Do you have anything to track your heart rate?" And I was like, "No, I don't really wear like a smartwatch." I was like, "Jack has an Apple Watch." He was like, "I'd probably advise you to wear the Apple Watch because he comes across a lot of patients who go on propranolol and their heart rate like plummets to a really unhealthy level." So he was like, I'd maybe ask Jack to wear the watch for a little while whilst you're on this meds because you might need your dosage halved. So I've got it on. My heart rate is, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I've only been on it for 2 days though, so we'll see how it goes, because let's have a look. My heart rate is currently 95. So it hasn't dropped at all. So I have started some meds for my POTS, for the headaches and for my heart rate to come down a little bit. Anyway, like I say, I'm getting a temperature warning, so we're gonna have to stretch it out a little bit more before I tell you what the plan is. I'm gonna start editing that video that I have just filmed, I think. We've got the light nights now though, so I can record later and let you know what's happening with the future of this channel.
Title being released. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's not the best angle in the world, but we'll leave it. Jack's finished. This does look a bit like... Hey!
Just spin it more towards you a little bit.
Look, so you can see you.
You can't see me stuff.
I just thought it looked a little bit sexual. He's finished work. He's gonna open his Kindle. I am so excited for this. We both don't have. I've owned an e-reader, but not Kindle. And you've never owned an e-reader, have you?
No.
I don't know. I don't know different types of Kindles. I know there's a paperwhite because you can get colour ones
It
now.
says built-in light.
I'm excited because I want to read the new Hunger Games book, but I don't want to buy it in hardback because I don't buy hardbacks. So I'm excited for this.
This must just be everything that's on there. It's on their account.
Right. So how?
So it's
Search for Sunrise on the Reaping, please. Not on the store.
not connected to anything, so I don't know.
Oh, do you need it connected to the internet? Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. That it needs connected to the internet.
Yes, you
You can't read? It's not interesting for you? You can't read? What are you going to read on there? Mum will have to read to you. I'm very curious as to how you're going to, like, feel about this. How much is it? £9.50. Jack gets books. You can request books under £25.
over £25.
But you get books for
Yes.
under £25. It's under £25. Yes! Is there like an online how-to? Like, it's weird it doesn't tell you how to use this. That's what I was gonna say. I'd be really interested to see how you're gonna whether you're gonna really enjoy this or whether you're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I like an e-reader. No, that's the thing. I want the end. Don't look at it.
Somebody's must have. Hang on, I can't see.
How do you restart it? Ah! Well, I saw how it ended. I saw the last line.
Go on, cover.
Yes, I'm gonna be able to read it.
So somebody's read it. On here.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't like e-readers in general. I don't like the whole like screen, but it's not a screen thing. Because I had an e-reader that was like this, where it's like it's not as responsive as a tablet. It doesn't have a backlight like a tablet. I just find them a bit laggy and odd. But I really, really do like the idea of not having to carry around a big book everywhere. And sometimes, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like my hypermobility or my joint pain that I get, but I find it really painful holding a book sometimes, so I like them for that reason. I just don't like the actual pieces of like tech. And I also do like owning books, as is obvious by the library that I've got. It's so tiny. Like this it's so lightweight.
It says it's a 6-inch.
What on earth? This is so cool. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's so exciting. That's such a cool scheme.
Yeah.
That's such a cool scheme. I'm hungry, I want a snack.
Okay.
It's so warm out there today. It's so warm out there. It's like 20 degrees.
I know, I was roasting sitting upstairs.
It's not warm in this house though.
No.
But it's nice out there. I'm gonna get a snack. I'll have the fibre one bar like you wanted me to.
Good, get your fibre in.
If anybody has any good tips on how to get fibre in that doesn't include peas, legumes, lentils, and wholemeal bread, and wholemeal cereal, any high fibre food, can you just let me know?
Okay.
I'm desperate to get my fibre up, but I don't like any high fibre foods. Anyway, snack time. Watch Oakley try and catch this Kong. He uses his paws. Get it! Do it again!
Wow!
Oh, thank you. Come on. No? Give it a dab then. Watch his paws. Oh!
Can you try again?
Oh, it's so cute! Can't deal with it. It's so hard to catch on camera, but it's so cute. Oh, you got him! Well done. Mum was talking about how you weren't very nice on the trip to the Lake District. You weren't very nice, were you? No. You had a good time the next 2 days, but the first day you were a bit mean, weren't you? You were whinging. Okay, right. Let's chat about what I'm doing. So like I say, I have only kind of just settled on something today because I've just found it so difficult because this is what I want to do. I've made it very clear. I don't think I need to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this again anyway. But this is the career I want. This is the job that I want. This is it. And I'm just struggling to accept that it's over. I kept saying to myself, I'll give myself to this, I'll give myself to this, and I'll try that, and I'll do that. I don't know what I'm doing with this. So I feel like it's a disservice to myself to just keep going regardless. I also think it's unfair to Jack because I'm not bringing any money in, so it's not really fair. And I know it is fair because this is the thing, I have two different conversations in my head where it's just like I've got people in my life and other disabled people being like, well no, because if one person can bring in enough money for the household, like why wouldn't one of you not work? And like obviously I do class myself as working with this, but like it doesn't matter, like if one of you doesn't want, and people do it all the time, there's like single income households everywhere, but another half of me is just like I want to have my own income, I want to have my own money for the type of goals me and Jack have. It's not fair on putting that all on him, and I want my own money, so it feels just like it's not fair to keep going when it's not working. But at the same time I just really don't want to give up. I really don't want to give up, so it's just been a like I haven't wanted to think about it because I just don't want it to happen, and I feel like a part of me is still secretly hoping that it will take off. Like a video will do really well, like that I filmed on YouTube. Like I'm secretly hoping that that does really well and I get some subscribers from it, and then I can maybe keep going. But it's been so long now and it's just not working, and contacting brands just didn't go well. I just got ghosted essentially. I had few overall replies. Obviously you guys will have seen I've had a few like gifted invites. I went to the Biscuit Factory, which is incredible, for a wedding fair. I went to the opening of Highgate, which was incredible. I had the lovely scrunchies gifted off Millie. So I had a few replies in that, but the rest of them just ghost. And I feel like it's so, like that was hurtful, where like I was just like, oh, I'm not even hearing back from brands, because like I've mentioned in other videos, I made them very personalized to the brand. It wasn't looking like just a blanket email that I'd sent out to loads of once. Like they were personal, and just being ghosted, it was just like they don't even think that I'm good enough to deserve a reply. Like that hurt. And it's just like I don't have the money to create the type of content that I want to create on here, and I'm just sick of not having money. I feel like I don't have to talk you through this, like I've explained pretty much. I just don't want to get to the decision part of it. So I went through, for the 2-3 weeks I've been thinking about it. I've been trying to think about what careers or what other things I could pursue, and I thought a load of things. I thought like maybe I could keep doing this and then just work in a retail store, but shift work is just not for me. And then I was like, okay, what are the things that I've always thought about? And basically the other things that I've got, like, because I'm filming and I enjoy filming, I like in my head I'm like, don't do that, but I'm gonna have to, is the options are photography, which like I do anyway. I love it, so I can like pursue that more seriously. Obviously I've done wedding photography before, so I could go back into wedding photography. I would quite like to do travel photography, working with businesses and things like that, so I could put myself more into that. There is going back to psychology essentially and looking at becoming a counsellor, but the thing with that is I think I'd really enjoy being a therapist, but it is a long hard road. I think knowing the person that I am, I'd want to do it to the level where I am qualified in a university level sense. So I think I know if I went down that route, I'd end up wanting to do a doctorate. And to be considered for a counselling psychology doctorate, you have to have done counselling. And to do counselling, you have to do a qualification, which is about 2-3 years, and then obviously the doctorate is 3 years. So it's a long road, and I'm not saying it's not worth it, but it is a long and hard road, and it's also going back to uni / doing additional training that costs money, and all of the training that I found for the counselling is part-time, so it's like I'd have to do something else whilst I was getting qualified. I also thought about HR. I remember when I went to Jack's work, like previous work when I was at university, so like 3 jobs ago, I went to a party that they had, and I was talking to the CEO's wife, and I was saying how I was doing psychology at uni, and she was like, if you want to make money, go down HR, because that's where money is within psychology into corporate. So I've always had HR in the background because I do really like the idea of making job and workplaces better for people, But when me and Jack, because the last 2 weeks has been like researching stuff and talking about stuff, the more I've talked to Jack about HR, because obviously he has more experience with it because he's been in more corporate jobs than me, the more I've realised that HR is on the company side rather than the people side, and that's not what I want. I want to be on the people side, and I am not a corporate gal. I am very much somebody who in my everyday life talks about being anti-capitalist. So I don't want to be on a corporate side. I would want to be there for the people, and I just don't think that's going to happen being in HR. So I would like, that's one that I've kind of just went, okay, maybe not that one, but it's just hard because I just don't know. And it feels like as well, because obviously Jack's back to work now, so the past few days has been like, okay, so what am I going to do now? Like these next, like next week, what am I going to do? Because if I do decide to maybe do the psychology route, that's not going to happen within the next few weeks. Like it's going to be a decision that I have to make because it's going to be a long and expensive decision. And then photography, I could more step back into it. Like right now I could start going to work on my portfolio again, reaching out to companies, things like that. But then also I just don't want to give this up, and it's like I feel like it's so hard because I'm very susceptible in people telling me things and me believing it, and listening to people and me believing it. Like I am very susceptible to it, and obviously I've heard a lot of talk about like the universe sending you signs, and I wouldn't class myself as a very like spiritualist kind of person or believe in a lot of stuff like that, like ghosts, but in every instance I'm just it might be real, it might not be real. I'm not really somebody who goes, it's definitely not real, apart from religion. So with the universe stuff, I try and keep an open mind, so I keep being like waiting for signs. And also I hear people be like, I feel like I've been listening to conflicting information, because it feels like some people are like, when it gets hard, that's when it's about to happen. Like when you're about to give up, it will happen. So I'm like, right, okay, well, like it's hard now, I'm about to give up, surely it'll happen. But then on the other side, you hear people talking about how if there's friction from the universe, it sounds so silly, if there's friction, it's not meant for you. So I kind of just feel like maybe, like for the past 2 months, I've had the feeling that maybe there's friction because it's not meant for me. Like maybe it's just not succeeding because this isn't what my life is meant to be. Maybe I am meant to be a photographer. Maybe I am meant to be a therapist. Like maybe I'm meant to be in something else, but my brain is just like, but this is what you want, like I want this to work, but it just doesn't feel feasible anymore. So I think my going forward for what it means for you watching, you lovely people, is I think I still haven't made a decision. I think in my head it is between photography and therapy. But therapy feels like such a long road that it feels unachievable. Like it feels like to go down that road and have such a long process, I should be really, really passionate about it. And right now I'm not, because I want this to work. So I feel like photography maybe is going to be the thing that I fall back on, but I just can't make a decision. And I feel like time's the only thing that's going to help me make a decision. So let's see, it sounds so silly after that big thing, but I am going to keep posting on YouTube. I am not, it's basically going to be, so for the past obviously like 6 months, as I've filled you in on the journey of, it's been like, it's full pelt, I'm going to make it, it's going to, I'm going to post this, I'm going to, basically that, I'm just leaving that alone. I am going to post stuff that I enjoy. I am going to aim for at least 1 upload a week. If I've got time, I'll do 2, but the priority isn't going to be this anymore, unless it takes off. Unless like I get a really good video and it goes really well, but it's not going to be the priority anymore. The priority is going to be deciding what I want to do. It's going to be like researching therapy and looking into photography, maybe starting my portfolio back up and seeing how it feels. It's going to be taking some time, and I know I have took 2 weeks, I know, but it's gonna, like, this is like, I'm changing my life decision and what I thought. Because I sound so silly, but I was so sure that this was gonna work. Like I was so sure. It wasn't even like a, you know how people say like don't think about a plan B? I was like, I'm not gonna need a plan B because it's gonna work. I've been so sure about it. So it is changing a lot of stuff, and there's also like, we're thinking about moving and things like that, so there's a lot up in the air. So it's basically, Jack was saying, but why don't you just take time off, just don't post to YouTube, take like a month off and really think about it. But I honestly, like, as much as people comment on me and this channel saying that I don't want to work, I'm lazy, I don't get a real job, stuff like that, contrary to that, I would be, I can't not do something. So whilst I'm figuring it out, I am going to keep posting, but it's just not going to be like I have to hit 2 a week, I have to upload shorts, I have to go live. I'm just gonna do what I feel like. I'm gonna upload what I feel like. I do want to keep, because I know a lot of you guys love the channel, which warms my heart. So I do want to keep some form of consistency for you guys, and also because, like I say, I am still hopeful that maybe it'll take off. So I think I'm definitely going to either try, I think right now in my head I'm going to do at least one a week, and that might change, but I'll let you know. I don't like the idea of just leaving yous not in the lurch, but I don't like the idea of not telling you if it's changing. So I think that's the plan for right now. And I'm gonna see where my energy feels like if I wake up one morning and I'm like, I can make a YouTube video today and I've got a good idea for it, I'll make a YouTube video. But if I wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to look at my photography stuff, I need to look at, it's not going to be, because I feel like all of that chat, some people who hate watch are going to be like, oh, it's just an excuse so you can keep going with YouTube. I don't like this. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm just hanging in limbo. Like, I've already done it for 2 weeks and I am not a fan. I do not enjoy it. So it's not just an excuse. It's more just I don't know, like I can't pick, because everything feels so daunting. Because with therapy, obviously I've explained why it's daunting. It's a very long road. And then with photography, it also feels like I'll struggle to make money, the same as YouTube, because just of where I am in the country, the world. Like, I feel like for the type of photography that I want to do, I think I'll struggle to make money, and that's my main motivation for moving away from YouTube. So I'm worried about that aspect. So it's going to require a little bit more thinking, and I hope you guys understand in terms of, I don't know, I just really don't like the idea of I'm going back on what I said. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm really like weak-willed and being like, oh, she's just still posting anyway, because I honestly just love doing YouTube. I love doing the videos, and I love being able to look back and see things that happened in my life, and I love talking to you guys. Like, all of the, I can't even name yous now because there's quite a few of you, which is incredible, but all of the people who talk to me regularly and who've been trying to convince me to keep posting, like, I'm keeping going for you guys, mainly. I think if it wasn't for you guys, I'd just stop. So I hope you're happy with the decision. I know some of you will be. I know a lot of people will just be like, but I know some of you will be happy that I'm going to keep posting. That's where I am currently. It might change within the next few weeks, but for autistic people, it's hard. It's really hard because it's so many aspects. It's change, it's finding disability friendly work, which just doesn't really exist. Contrary to what the government is pushing out at the minute. It's really difficult, and it's also difficult to know what the right decision is, and I know everybody gets an element of that at points, but I just feel like I'm at that point where I just want my life to level up, if that makes sense. And that's not a way of like being like what I have now isn't good enough. That's not true. It's just I'm just ready for things to level up a little bit. Like I'm ready for me and Jack to get married, and where we are right now, it's not gonna happen soon. And I'm ready for me and Jack to move, and it's not gonna happen right now. Like, I hope you get what I mean. I feel like I am so about the chase the life that you want, and it just feels like the life that I want and doing YouTube aren't aligning right now, because it's just not, I don't know. I am just rambling now. Long story short, I'm gonna keep posting, but it's not gonna be as often, and it might change, but I will keep you up to date. That was dramatic. I'm also just sick of like bringing you guys down. Like, I'm sick of being the person that's like, I'm trying and it's not working, I'm trying and it's like, I'm giving myself 2 more months, but it's just not working. I'm sick of talking about it. Like, I just want it to work, and it's not. So I kind of just want to be over it so I can stop complaining about it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing some work. I'll keep the vlog going a little bit. It's gonna be a long one, but it is a beautiful day. But I am gonna get back to doing some work. Apparently I'm just really out of practice with vlogging, because I did not vlog at all yesterday night. I apologise. I have, however, changed my mind on doing more in this vlog, just because I am a little bit worried about how long it's going to be, because I know I talked for like 15-20 minutes last night. It is the next day. We are on our way up to do a van clean. We're having some issues with the drains at the minute, so Jack has popped into B&M to see if we could find a piper's hook, a plumber's pipe, a plumber's hook. I don't know. You've got to be a little bit more careful with drains and caravans and stuff like that, so fingers crossed we can figure it out. But I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Big update, loads of little updates. I hope that was fun. I hope you understand. I feel like I made such a big deal out of nothing, but it's a big deal for me, you know. It's a big decision. It's still not over, and I'm gonna keep talking to you guys while I make the decision. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions of videos that you'd like to see coming up, I have a few ideas of ones that I'd maybe quite like to film. But like I say, it's the type of thing where if I can't think of a video, I'm just probably not going to film it. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I'd really love to do some like fun videos, like fun OG YouTube videos. So if you have any that you particularly enjoy watching, because I missed that era of YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube when it was like fun challenge videos. So let me know if you have any that you loved to watch or would like to see my take on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. We are so close to 5k, guys. We are so close to 5k. So if you could like this video, I promise it helps. I promise it helps. It pushes, it means YouTube actually pays attention and shows my videos and my channel to other people. So if we can like, comment, share and subscribe if you are new, love to have you here. Even if this is the first video that you started on, I'm sorry, you've seen the deep version of me now. So you may as well subscribe. Be the reason that this channel succeeds. Anyway, love you guys and I shall see you in another video. Bye.